So in this episode, I'm going to show you how to quickly mix some fast setting joint compound, better known as hot mud. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and mix up some mud. This mud, it's called lightweight setting type mud. Basically in the industry, it's known as hot mud. The reason that it's setting mud or setting type is it has a chemical reaction in it which causes it to set up a lot quicker. This one has a 45, meaning that it'll set up in 45 minutes. Some of them go down all the way to 5 minutes. 20 minutes is a pretty common one that a lot of people use. I like 45 if I'm going to be doing other stuff. It sets up pretty quickly, but gives me time to work on some other projects at the same time. If I'm doing nothing but one little project, I'm going to use something more like a 5 to a 20 minute. But if you're doing 5, you better be hustling because that stuff sets up extremely quick. So you're going to have this. It's going to get mixed with water. You're going to need some type of a mixing tray. I like the steel trays. You can mix it in whatever you want, a little bowl. You can mix it in a bucket similar to this, but maybe, well, actually that's a perfect size because you can get your joint knife in there. I like to use a joint knife. I tend to prefer the stainless steel knives. They're not quite as flexible as the black hardened steel, but they're easy to clean. I just tend to prefer them. So let's see how we actually would mix this. So what we're going to do is we're going to tear open just a little bit of the bag. Use my joint knife. And normally I would have a cutting knife close by. Actually, I do have one in my pocket. Should have used that. But we're going to mix a small portion at a time. You don't want to mix a whole lot of it up because it does set up quick. If you don't use it, it's going to end up getting trashed. So I mix up just what I think I'm going to use, like so. And I'll show you how much that is in a close-up here. Keep from getting this all over the floor. Normally I would do this outside. It's just easier to show you guys in here. But about that much dry. And then I take my water, pour a little bit in at a time. That might have been a little too much, but I'm going to probably mix a little bit more in. Let's see where that goes. And then you just take it and you just keep moving it around. And basically you want this to end up looking like almost like a peanut butter when it's done. That may not be too bad. So if you have a large hole in the drywall, there's a couple of ways you can fix that. You can cut a piece of drywall and put it in its place, or you can even use foam. I love the professional spray foam gun. It's more accurate and the foam will last in the gun for up to a month. I'll give you a quick example of a large hole around an outlet that was easy to fix with this method. After you spray the foam in the opening, let it set up, and before it's fully cured, go ahead and use a stick to try to push it in underneath the surface a little bit more. It'll make it easier to put the hot mud over the top. After the hot mud sets up, I'll come back and re-sand it. In this example, I'm filling up small nail holes with the hot mud. I put the mud on fairly heavy with a taping knife, and then I come back with a gloved hand and smooth out all of the texture spots. That way you don't end up with a flat spot on your wall. Just make sure that all the edges are feathered out and smooth. It'll make a big difference after you paint. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel for more tips and tricks. Be sure you hit that bell notification button so you know about all of our future upcoming videos, and smash that like button. It really helps the channel. Thank you very much for watching.